understatement. And Trump's already shown a willingness to listen and to take on board some of Elon's ideas, right? So if Trump's proposing something that Elon...
Japan's no dancing sign is crazy. What?
Nuisance content creators continue to plague Japan as somehow the most content creators continue to plague Japan as somehow the most interesting thing they can do for social media is make
That guy just gets up and walks away. Look.
Plague Japan as somehow the most interesting thing they can do for social media is making the Japanese uncomfortable. So much that there's now posters.
No way. No. No shot this is real.
Specifically stating Japan is not a theme park.
Oh my God.
At somebody. So we'll go into the translations of those signs, how social media sites turn a blind eye to monetizing those unemployed behaviors, and why this is becoming such an issue that Japan had to make signs reminding people to have common decency. As the man that ran that TikTok has regular videos on YouTube where he sounds super reasonable, so it's confusing how he could be so short-sighted with his Japan antics. As his group of tourists went to Japan to basically use their country as a background for their mediocre dance moves.
Bro, he about to kick the baby. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What is going on?
Now, I do understand that there is an entire genre of dancing in public that thrives on social media, where they can get millions of views for doing so. And I'm obviously not doing videos criticizing those girls, not because of double standards, but because while on the surface they're all dancing in public to feature real-time reactions to their performances, it's just
Commander, chapter records do indeed make mention of this Idranel, which the Eldar Warlock mentioned.
As look at his view
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like the focus isn't the dance, it's the discord that creates.
When he's dancing in New York City, or bothering people in their subways. It's not notable, so nobody cares to watch, which are terrible view counts for someone with nearly 2 million followers.
What are you
But
doing?
then he can get millions of views through nuisance content, as obviously everybody is uncomfortable.
Best to move quickly. Every moment here gives the Tyranid infestation time to grow.
Yep. Yep.
How can we serve? Let's fly.
I don't blame him. It's
This specific take, they get that
We need only a word. Let fly.
seconds of dancing. And his audience calls him out, saying this
Time to emerge.
begging him to just leave these people alone.
is all there.
The only video is
Tactical squad, return fire. Enemy troops destroyed. Go for cover. That's the use cover, brothers. Eldar destroyed. Get to that position, brothers.
TikTok standards. I don't think these are professional dancers.
Move quickly.
Moving to cover.
Men only seem to want to bother the students, as this dude seems to be keeping a careful eye on them while grabbing his girl, and they never seem to bother anybody like that. Not to mention all the girls holding their skirts as their signature move is sliding towards strangers. Now, I would like to think that
it's like I don't think he's like I'm not like I think saying he's doing it on purpose is like that's conscious, right? But you should know and have the self-awareness to know how your behavior will cause other people to acknowledge.
Launch Thunderhawk for emergency extraction.
Like, I've really noticed this a lot, is that
The acceptance of defeat is an invitation for its repetition.
Understand consent. I think that they are self-indulgent and selfish, and they think that their enjoyment is more important than a person's
The Eldar
consent.
Witch is powerful, Commander.
I think it's not.
But
that they
your
don't,
efforts
I think
have
that most
weakened
people
her.
Can figure it out.
Command.
It's so weird. So weird.
Somebody that's trying to build their brand online, recording this, uploading it, and not
It's got
understanding.
121,000 likes.
Best to move quickly.
As no brand
Every
or
moment
dance
here
company
gives
in
the
world
Tyranid
is wanted to
infestation
take a
time to
risk on
grow.
this
Poor
resurfacing.
person who's
And
gonna
if
like
this
you.
was just a one-off incident,
need to be
maybe I
vigilant.
could somewhat understand
Silent
how they
movement.
didn't realize Japan is in New York City. But judging
will
by his
carry it
TikTok
out.
page, which is in reverse.
Space Marines.
So they immediately
Eldar to plague us.
Desperately not to look at them. And this is actually a really good strategy. Like, anytime
this way,
there's
brothers.
a crazy
Chapters
person,
recruits stand ready.
you
Be
can
vigilant.
never, ever make
Repositioning.
eye contact with them because that aggroes them.
Standard firing
Like,
mode.
if there's a crate, like, you ever been somewhere
Destination
and somebody's
confirmed.
talking in a really loud voice because they're just fucking nuts? Never look at them. Because if you look at them,
Eldar,
that is
take
now
nothing
you are
for
engaging
granted.
them. You can't, do not look at them. Hopefully they'll go away.
right after. This just sets the terrible precedence of tourists treating high-trust societies like Korea or Japan
Command,
as a
destination
playground
confirmed.
and the only way they can find
Enemy
it.
I don't know why people in America. I feel the same way about like people
Heading out.
stealing
Take up
things or
positions
anything
inside,
else.
brothers.
Like, you just don't let this happen. Like, there's no reason to let it happen.
At your command.
Why let it happen?
We move again, brothers.
People to pay attention to them, further deepening Japanese people's prejudices against us.
Yeah.
As Japan straight up has a MAGA movement now.
Destination
where I don't know
confirmed.
if they just like the concepts of borders, conservatism overall, or maybe just the memes.
I think it's probably just,
This is
it's probably
Avitus.
just funny. It's probably just funny.
Repositioning.
Yeah.
Word, be vigilant.
I don't think there's a lot to it.
Target acknowledged.
We're now seeing
Devastated under enemy attack.
Targets.
Target repositioning. Grenade that target.
Fight.
people around you.
Yep.
Specifically,
But be quiet in the car. Like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't know why people put up with people like this in the U.S. It's so annoying.
Our foe is not finished with me, nor I with them.
Now, I
The
know
blurred out characters are monkeys? Right. Right.
people would be offended by their particular choices in animals, but I really wonder if whoever made this poster did it specifically to drive a point home. Is anybody posting this in a Western public? Asian countries don't quite
because they're not
Tactical squad
like the
repositioning.
reason why people are worried about it now is because of the context of like slavery, Jim Crow, and like segregation. That's the reason why people are like hesitant to like do that.
Concentrate fire.
now that
something like really stupid.
Be
Like
vigilant.
a seminar for like why the Earth is like flat or something, or it's not flat. It's like a
Foes grow in strength.
yeah. I remember.
Hone your zeal, brothers.
And she had a roommate.
Get to that.
Roommate's
Repositioning.
name was Mitch. And Mitch would stay up all night into the morning. And at 8 in the morning, he would be streaming, and he would be playing TTS with a boombox,
Command?
walking around in this seed community. He had like when they were
Scouts here, still engaged. This way.
My service is not over. Eldar down!
Move quickly.
Target destroyed.
the point being, it's not a
Eldar down.
Japanese kids being
just don't act like a fucking idiot. Like
Make
it's
ready,
not,
brothers.
This doesn't have to do with a race.
Eliminate
Stop
that
being
target.
discriminated against. Stop being a fucking idiot. Stop it. It's so easy.
Tactical squad
It's so
repositioning.
simple. Stop it.
This is very well.
bothered in those
Be vigilant.
Yep.
They might have encountered 100 Americans that look just like that dancer, but they're probably only going to remember the one that's lit towards their skirt, especially if he goes viral on social media, bringing in an entire wave of copycats, all desperately trying to cash out on that nuisance clout, which is forcing the Japanese to actually change the laws for all foreigners.
Yeah,
As one
they've
of-
even had signs where it says, you know, if you can read this sign,
Scout
please come
squad
in.
ready
If
for
not,
orders.
go away. And it's like, it says like, you know, we're closed. So that way it basically leaves the restaurant open, but at the same time, Japanese people know that it's not open because they don't want to deal with foreigners.
Enemy
because
troops.
people treat going to Japan like going to a zoo. Like, I remember seeing people try to, like, stop these, like, I think that the word's geisha. I'm not sure what the term is for it. But, like, women in, like, the traditional, like, Japanese...
The Emperor's today.
I will fight again.
as it just looks so funny, making me incredibly jealous that Los Angeles doesn't look like this. So I hope that one day
Yeah,
I
where's the crackhead? Like, there should be a crackhead that lives here. He should live inside that street.
make another adding unique adventures like Mario Karting through Tokyo, until I understood how much the locals actually hate it. As I imagine if I was late to work in my hometown, and a bunch of hooligans were holding up traffic, treating my morning commute like a playground, I'd be pretty annoyed too. So I'd
Well,
respect
yeah,
the country
of
enough not to
course.
do it, as we want to visit the Japan scene in that
That's the
serene
thing is, like, I actually worry about this anytime I would go somewhere. I hate the idea of being inconsiderate or rude. I know you guys might not be like, well, wait a minute, you? Actually, yeah. Like, I try very hard to never make a person uncomfortable and to never say something that's going to hurt their feelings or upset them in real life. Like, I'm always polite, I'm always nice.
The enemy has incapacitated our...
Launch Thunderhawk for emergency extraction.
Yeah, in person, exactly. Now, in a WoW raid, that's different.
Let this dark day fuel the fires
Even
of
more in public?
vengeance.
Yeah, absolutely.
4K footage, not a Japan filled with American idiots.
The
screeching at
Eldar
this
Witch is
defending their
powerful,
region.
Commander.
It's always the tourists that demand you respect their culture that never stop to think if they're disrespecting yours.